Hey guys. I'm a little cricket. I feel very emotional. Oh gosh. I told you. Hey guys. I feel very emotional right now. I just had my last round of counseling, my last session, and it was really good. I ended up feeding her in on all the things that's been happening. Ooh. I literally got out of the bed and went to the camera. I fed her in on all that is happening, and I was excited to know, like, I was using a lot of my coping skills in this time to cope and to continue to show up as my best self. So I'm very excited about that. Hey, what are you eating on? Okay, anyhow. So yeah, I also did a practice where I did before counseling and therapy, and one of them after counseling and therapy. And I just described myself before and after. That was like my practice for today. And I think it was nice. I think one of the ones that I liked a lot about me after therapy was definitely that I'm doing better to keep my word, showing up when I can, being open to love and willing to let go of what is a bad example of bad love. I've done that recently, and I'm doing it more seamlessly than it's like I'm letting it go and now I'm distraught. It's like I'm letting it go and that's okay. I don't owe anybody anything. I have lots of amazing friends who love and support me. And I am a really good friend who loves and supports when I can. And yeah, I'm more disciplined in areas that matter. Like trying to be financially literate about my spending, areas of like hygiene and taking care of myself, areas of experience, areas of like hobbies, areas pertaining to work. And hey, that's loud. That's loud. That's loud. I'm more of a critical thinker, which I love. Hey man, Tamir, because that's loud. Why right now? I'm more of a critical thinker for sure. And I'm better at prioritizing what matters first. I'm getting better at prioritizing about what matters first and what's most important, and going in order that helps me, that suits me, and all the things. And which is like very emotional, is I'm noticing what real love looks like. I'm real aware of real love and I gravitate to it. And I'm more responsive to genuine human connection that's not abusive, that is loving. And that means I have to like let go of love that's not, no matter who it comes from. It's crazy because I'm thinking like of myself. And I've been like not crying a lot about this whole thing even though it's very sad, but it's like it's hard writing these things, and I feel like I've been very neutral, which I'm not a neutral person typically. But trying to look back at myself without seeing myself in the house, it was a very healing house, and it was a manifestation of something I like prayed for and asked for to the T. And I did a lot of growing and evolving in those walls, screaming, journaling, praying, healing, cleaning, practicing self-care and self-love, sleepovers for my friends whenever they want to, and it's a lot of memories there that I had to let go of so fast. And I wish I could have done more while I was there, if only I knew. And even though not everything there was perfect, I was happy. That was the first place I was happy in for a long time. Where I looked around and it reflected me. The me that no one had ever gotten to see until that moment. The me that echoed every time you step into those walls that I am somebody. And I am different. And when you looked around and you looked back at me, it was like, this is you. I see you. I see you not because of the house, but I see you even more. It was so cool to be in a reflection of who I was at all times. And sometimes it was too much for me. But I had to expand in the space. And now I know, like, packing up everything. Because even though the house was beautiful, I gave it that love that y'all loved. Just because I was in it. And I decorated. Because leaving the house, yeah, it was cool, but it was me who made it magic. So I'm excited to like do it again. And it's not about the house. It's about the home. It was my first time in a long time being in a home. And I did that. And I'm excited to do that again. And this time around, I want to show you guys how I'm going to do that. I didn't get to show you before the first time or the second time or the third time, but I will show you this time. And you're going to be inspired because I get to take you along. And this is where it gets good. And right now it's slow and it's lackluster. Only because I need it to be slow and lackluster, okay? And it's good. And That brings me to the next one. I'm aware of how I feel and what's good for me. I'm aware of that. And I'm going to go get that. And the thing is, me being aware of how I feel and what's good for me is the reason for the growth and expansion, period. Yes, I have paint all in my hair. No, I don't know how you get this out of weave. To cut it out, I don't know, but it's all over my hair. So, yeah. And I'm more happier and open to growing with direction and vision. And I'm still working on those human connections and carrying out. And when people say, I want to work with you, I want to do something with you, believing in myself and knowing that I'm up to it. I can do that. I'm going to grow to that, even when I feel differently, even when I see differently. I want to believe in myself that I can do all things in Christ. I can do all things because I'm strong and I have God on my side. All things. And I'm more willing and I'm more emotionally stable. I am more adventurous and open to experiences. I am. I do take on more hobbies and I am driven. Now more than ever, financially stable and everything. Like I just decided to do a Vlogmas, bro. Hello? Period. And more importantly, I'm ending out a season that has done me really good for the first time. A good season. And I feel like the last time I've been through this was like 2022. 2022 was a very healing year, and it ended with an eviction. However, the cycle stops now. And I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make sure I end up in a place that I deserve, within myself, outside of myself, in all aspects. I'm very excited. And I'm thinking if I'm going to, which I think I am, going to just start over next year. Start from zero. Start from nothing. And you guys follow me over there. Because I feel like the new me evolved me. The me that I see is being kind of like bogged down and overwhelmed and overshadowed by my efforts of before. She had good efforts, but when it comes to the technological part of it and the spiritual aspect, I know that I need to start over. Different platform, everything. I want to keep it. I do. I know it doesn't make sense to some to start over, but it's different. It's always been different. So yeah, last counseling session went good. Didn't cry. Cried after. I feel better. I'm glad she asked. She asked about my self-esteem. But yeah, I told her I'm going to keep therapy Fridays. And we're going to see if next year that'll be something I'm either going to keep to myself or if that's something I'm going to be bringing to y'all. But therapy or counseling Fridays, in either way. But definitely for myself, I'm going to keep that. But yeah, I think that's everything. Thank y'all so much.